like the other guy who went down on me because I was the one who was interested in him. Women with high interests will make men wait for psychological selection and understanding. Now, today we are going to dive deeper to try and understand why will women wait most of the time when she is interested in you. Don't worry about my voice, I have something going on. Yeah. Most of the time, when a woman is highly interested in you, Isaac, she knows that you will automatically reject her. She doesn't think that you will reject her. She just knows that you will reject her. Now that she knows that is how you respond to her high interest, she will look for a way to reduce a perceived value in her eyes. Like she has to use a trick to get you lower your value so that the fear of you rejecting her can reduce and you might end up also liking her. In the moments of seeing Isaac and feeling attracted to Isaac, I will always flirt, have a conversation like Isaac, and then I will have a positive energy. But within a very short period of time after us conversing Isaac, I will slowly reduce the talking and start observing closely and listening. So that you can do the talking. When she avoids talking too much and then she lets you do the talking, it's easier to express the things that you value, your belief system, how you see reality, how you understand scenarios, and how you are also understanding her in that moment of conversing and you leading a conversation that she started. Yeah. In this moment, her whole idea is, let me collect enough data and observe Isaac much more so that I can later on analyze how he sees me, he perceives me, and how he has rated me. If he continues with that conversation, and then every time he tries to start a conversation with me, then this is a confirmation that maybe I raised his interest, so there is low chance of him rejecting me. So I am analyzing you psychologically, Isaac. So one guy asked, obviously when you make a move on a woman, you are already signaling her that she is somehow high value. So what is the way forward to avoid signaling that lady that she is high value? Because you have to pursue her, to make a move on her, for her to also know that you are interested in her. And maybe you need to do it in a manner that she shouldn't perceive herself as that much high value. That is why you noticed her. That was the question. Let me hope I will put it here. Don't worry about that. How can you do that? Do you know that you only fight obstacles that you see they are hard to fight? But the most harder obstacles that you don't realize they are hard, you just end up fighting them without any struggle. Most of the time we worry too much of an obstacle when it's just something that you can easily conquer. The more you imagine that this is an obstacle, that is when it becomes a big obstacle. stop worrying how making a move on her will make her see herself as high value, because at the end of the day, that is what she knows since you made a move on her. Even if she's just an average lady, as far as you're the first one who made a move on her, she convinces herself that actually, I am this attractive, I am this high value, that is why he made a move on me. It's just automatic. The moment you make a move on her now, even when she's just average, she's just a slut, she tells herself, I know I am high value. It's just a signal and a trigger that you will cause in her state of being, and you cannot avoid that. Yet, there is a trick you can use, Isaac, to get over this fear of you don't want to signal her as that much high value. The trick is, after making a move on this lady, you stop persisting, reinforcing, trying a little bit hard, giving the last shot. Most men think that if I just try a little bit hard, I can change her mind, no? And that is when now you lower your value. The moment you pursue her, and then you pull back, wait for her to also reciprocate the interest. You are allowing her to qualify herself to you. And this is enough confirmation that now you have turned the table, and the high value person is you. Had a confidence of making a move on this lady, and then you are pulling back, right? Now she knows that you have enough confidence, you are interested in her, but you're not going to push, and you're not going to try a little bit hard to change her mind, no. So you have already turned the table, and she is paying attention to you. Any move you make on a lady, you cause her, influence her to pay attention to you. That is why when she is the one who signals you that she's into you, it's hard for that relationship to eventually work. Yeah, I have also ever approached a guy in my life. Yeah. Not one, two. And I never dated these men. Yeah, I like them. I was interested in them. I don't know. I think I expected more from them. I tell you, man, when you are interested in a guy, you just expect him to be perfect, because there is something in that guy that you think he has. So when he reciprocates quickly, you ask yourself, no. Something is off. Why? Because you reciprocated the love and the care so quickly. With these men, the further we could go with them, just kissing. That's the further. Not even dating, not even sleeping together, not. And I know sleeping together isn't a confirmation that you really are attracted to each other. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you that most of the time when it reached a moment where the guy now wants us to get intimate, like the other guy who went down on me because I was the one who was interested in him. Never do that when a woman is highly interested in you. That is a huge mistake. I experienced this. Let me give you a reason why a woman will be highly interested in you, and maybe she will make a move, or she will tell you, or she will open up, but then later on she will pull back when you try to go down on her. First thing is, you don't know how that woman operates. Maybe it's her first time making a move on a guy, and how she perceives the relationship is so different. Maybe she's not that much experienced, and she's not that much involved with men. So when you go down on her, she will think that maybe this is his character. Remember, women will always judge, but they only want men to judge them. If this is his character, has he been doing this with all the women that he has ever dated? I don't like him. But I'm just average. And he has these values, this character, this behavior that I really like. Okay? But now he's going down on me and I am just average. It's not making sense. Something is just off with this guy. Remember, women with high interest, but they are single, they access different types of men. She can access married men, she can access toxic men, she can access men she likes, she can access average men, she can access low value men, she can access high value men, she can access rich men. If she is single, the single lady can decide to end up with any guy that she feels like, because she's not willing to commit at that moment. She's only maximizing men. So when she is highly interested in you, Isaac, she's still comparing you, how you respond to her with the married guy, how you respond to her with the average guy, how you respond to her with Isaac, the rich guy, how you respond to her with the low value guy that she never wanted to date. Does that make sense to you? Does it? Or am I just preaching? I don't like using flour. I don't like using flour when I'm rolling these things, because I always confuse myself that when I use flour, then it means the texture is not ready yet. That is why I need to use flour. What the fuck? Yeah. I'm not cooking for anyone, so it shouldn't worry me. Now, when a woman is highly interested in you, Isaac, psychologically, she knows that you already has another lady. She's not gazing. She knows, as far as I am attracted to Isaac, then there is another lady who felt that feeling, who saw that value, and who felt that signal, that trigger, that there is something special about you, Isaac. When you tell her that you don't have a woman, then how she perceived you as high value, that is not who you are. The thing she thought she saw in you, it doesn't really exist in you. So she starts analyzing everything and what made her really like you and feel attracted to you. She knows how to induce anticipation. This is the same lady who is highly interested in you, and maybe she wants to have a relationship as you think that is what she wants. Why will she induce an anticipation in your mind? Making you wait and pulling back most of the time. She wants to know. It doesn't matter, Isaac, how I have really framed you, okay? It doesn't matter how I have zoned you in the front end game. What matters to me is, do you really want the same thing that I want? Do you want what I want? It's not going to work. What matters to her is just confirming her theories of selection. I know that I like him because of this, and this. I framed him and zoned him in this category and in this box. And that is where I want him to belong. So let me just confirm the theories I had about him. Now, when you do not confirm the theories, that is when you do not want the same thing she wants. Maybe she wants a guy she can just F with it, but you are a potential partner after she applied the anticipation. Maybe she wanted a potential partner and you are a guy she thinks you just want to sleep with her. It doesn't matter if you want a serious relationship, but she thinks you are a guy who wants to just sleep with her. Most of the time, you might want the same thing with that lady, but how she perceives and understands your character when she is around you, that is what will convince her to either pull back and make it your fault. because you never behaved the way she wanted you to behave to convince her that you want the same thing she wants. So it has to be your fault why the relationship eventually never worked and she walked away. She will find a reason that will make sense to you logically, because that is the data that women use, and you will think it's always your fault and you missed a chance. No. Don't even lie to yourselves. You were 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. There is 3 days or 4. 3 or 4 days. How will she make it your fault? How? She will tell her friends that you wanted to use her. You were just after sex. It can't just work. You behaved weirdly. She has already tortured you emotionally, and now you are the one who will eventually start chasing this lady. Because you thought that you finally won a lottery. I finally won a lottery. So, what happened to the guy who went down on me? Hold on.